Rápido.
Yeah, that's me. My name's Brandon. I'm totally living my life like I'm straight out of the 80s, dude. But you might be wondering how I got myself into living this bodacious lifestyle. Well, to answer that totally awesome question, we should probably go back to when it all started.
Now, both me and my brother were born in the mid-1980s, so I really didn't feel like I got to experience that time as much as I would have liked to. But the little bit I do remember is that it was big, it was bold, and it was totally awesome. A lot of memorable events can happen over a decade, and of course the 80s were no different. Ronald Reagan becoming president, the rise and fall of the stock market, and all-time classic movies and music being released. Even to this day, there seems to be something about the 1980s that draws people in. I mean, it was around 40 years ago now, but a lot of the same stuff from that time period is still around and going strong. But you have to think, is it just nostalgia that's pulling us in to thinking that's the best decade in history, or is it truly as awesome as we remember? That's why in this video, I want to see what it's like to live like a 1980s man for a full week. Now, I'm not going to be concentrating on politics or the economy, but what I do want to focus on is the lifestyle. The hair, the clothing, the pop culture, the fitness, the nutrition, and what they did in their pastime. Just think of it as me trying to relive my childhood in a way, which I guess is probably what a lot of people are doing. So it's time to see if I can truly implement the 1980s lifestyle into the modern day. And of course, to begin this journey, I need to start to look like a man from the 1980s. So to start out, let's do something about this facial hair.
Each decade can have influences from the past, and in the 80s you saw that clearly with a variety of different facial hairstyles. Full beards weren't quite as popular as they were back in the 70s, but mustaches seemed to be in, thanks to the help of Tom Selleck and Magnum P.I. and Freddie Mercury from the band Queen. The stubble look also gained popularity thanks to Don Johnson in Miami Vice, but the clean-shaven yuppie look was all the rage.
As you can tell, my mustache isn't quite thick enough to pull off the Tom Selleck look, so I'm going to be going with the clean-shaven yuppie look. And the popularity of that is probably due to some of the great marketing by companies like Gillette, Schick, and Braun. And if I saw that commercial, I'd want to shave too. The company Bic made disposable razors a major trend, making shaving more affordable and convenient. And they even give them away free when you ordered a McDonald's meal. Yeah, that was an actual thing. And I always remember my dad using Bic growing up, so that's what I'm using. And one thing I always remember is this is inevitable.